Signing arrived in town today, excited about the challenge of playing for the highest profile basketball team in the country. Cameron Dickinson joins the Kings after 3 years with the Suns in Townsville.
Dickinson comes to the Kings with some pretty impressive credentials. The last 2 seasons, he's been one of only 5 Australians in the NBL to average over 20 points a game. Now, at 27, he feels it's time to be part of a winning program.
I think coming to the Kings is an opportunity to win a lot of games, and last year the Kings won 16 games, which in this league is a lot of games this day and age.
But there's plenty of pressure in Sydney, a lot more than Dickinson ever experienced in Townsville. It's a challenge he'll relish.
Throughout my whole career, I've been the type of a guy who, I suppose, plays under pressure a lot, and I don't mind it, and I think it's going to be a welcome change with, 7 or 8 or 9 guys, all striving for one thing, and, that's what we aim to do here, is to get the Kings to the championship round.
Cameron's the first major signing for the Kings in the off-season. A second is expected by the end of the week. The Kings and Cameron Dickinson hoping to hear something positive from Aaron Trahair.
I think Trahair brings a unique ability of a guy who reads the court well, and there's few guys in the league who read the court well, and he's probably one of the young players who has a real good feel for the game.
The Kings' backcourt now will be a little cluttered, but it will be potent. Dickinson joining Isaac Burton, Stephen Whitehead, Brad Williams, and possibly Trahair.
The aim there is just to complement each other, and there'll be nights when Isaac has a big night, or Steve has a big night, or I have a big night, and that's the thing. You want to have options where if a guy's down and maybe a guy's not having a good night, that someone else is available there to step up.
Dickinson, is he feeling it?
With Dickinson, the Kings get a proven performer in the NBL.
The Magic will try and work the clock down. The Tigers will get a shot. They lead by 2. Can they make it a 4-point buffer? They're in front 86 to 84. If they get a 2 here, you think the game will be over. They've got to attack it. They can't sit back. They're under 10 seconds and the shot clock's now. Someone's got to take it to the basket. Ronaldson's the money man. He steals it. He's got it. Gaines steals it. Look out for this. Look for 3. In and out. In and out. It would not drop. 10 seconds to go. Foul on Simmons in the corner. It did everything but fall in. It couldn't do anything more than go in, could it? Magic 86. Tigers 84. Magic have possession. There is 8.5 seconds left in the game. Who's going to the line? Dean, I missed it. All the crowd stood up. Someone's going to the line for 2 shots. And a timeout called by the Tigers. I think it's Mike Kelly, Steve. Mike Kelly to the line for 2 shots. Okay, so this is the scenario. There's 8 seconds left in the game. Magic lead 86 to the Tigers 84. And Mike Kelly for the Magic is going to the line for 2 shots. Let's listen in on the coach of South East Melbourne, Brian Gorgie.
The 1996 NBL Mitsubishi Challenge Grand Final Game 2. We need to take a view.
If it's dark, it screams switch. We got John in here. Any scream switch. Don't worry about the rules. Alright? Hey, we do not want to foul.
Who won their grand final last Saturday? Good on you, fellas. We're going to Harry.
Go back
Harry, you know who you are, Harry.
So if Mike Kelly makes both these free throws, the Magic will win. If he happens to miss one, the Tigers, well, can tie it up.
They can, because that's their team. They can do that. And gee whiz, you don't get too many bigger free throw situations in this, Stephen.
David Graham, what did Lindsay Gay say?
Lindsay just made sure that his guys had the matchups. He's hoping, obviously, for a miss. Hit the boards, run with the ball, give it to Gaze and Copeland for 3, possibly to tie the game if Kelly only makes 1, then crash the boards. They've got 8 seconds, but a lot can happen in that time.
So Kelly at the line, the Magic lead by 2. Makes the first. This is pressure.
3rd best free throw shooter in the league. Not a bad man to be going to the line.
And what a game he's had too.
Great game by Kelly.
So this will end it, you'd think, if Kelly can nail it. Does. 4 points the Magic lead.
Magic have just got to stay out of their way. They don't want to foul.
Copeland for 3. Short arms it.
We're back here Sunday.
It is going to be a Magic win. Bradkey misses. We have got a decider on Sunday. The Magic, against the odds in the last quarter, have produced an awesome performance to defeat the Tigers by 4.
Doesn't get any gutsier than that, Stephen.
88 to 84. It is now back on an even keel.
sensational game. Absolutely fantastic basketball.
And we got, well, one of the Magic administrators on the court with a Magic flag, making a bit of an idiot of himself, actually, if you want to know. But anyway, it's 88-84. Let's go courtside. Larry Senstock is with Tony Ronaldson, who finished with 28 points.
Tony, an absolutely fabulous game by you. Well done. Have you been working on any particular part of your game in recent?
I think basically...
For Southeast Melbourne, the only way they could force a third game in the NBL final series was to beat the Tigers tonight at Melbourne Park. And they were at very long odds to do that when they lost Twin Towers, Dorge and Anstey with foul trouble. But somehow they struggled through. The series is tied and two weary clubs will go at it again in Sunday's decider.
It was sudden death for the Magic at Melbourne Park, so coach Brian Goorjian tried to loosen his team up. And Sam McKinnon responded to open his team scoring.
Good start for Sam McKinnon. That'll give him...
Then Leonard Copeland found the reply.
Noted for his outside shooting.
The predictions of a tough inside game came to life early on. The big men Bradkey and Dorge going at it hard.
It's like two, I suppose, bull elephants trying to set their who's going to be the most aggressive. Look, I mean, really.
And the third big man on the court, Chris Anstey, got into the act as well.
The big recheck from Anstey.
Andrew Gaze carried the scoring load for the Tigers last week. Tonight he was assisting. But it was the Magic who led at the first change. Mike Kelly helping the Magic to a 3-point lead. But they hit foul trouble early in the game, Dorge picking up his fourth. And Dave Simmons enjoyed his absence.
To take the shot for three and makes it. Well,
the Southeast Melbourne team.
Gutsy play by Gaze. Now it's a Tigers ball. Simmons on the drive. Great play.
McKinnon got the steal and the dunk. But it was the Tigers through Gaze who did the scoring.
The three.
Tigers led by 5 at the half, but it was all Magic in the third. Ronaldson and Kelly doing the damage.
That's what they need to do from my point of view.
Breaky's hurt himself.
The Magic led by 5 at the last change, but hit trouble early in the last when John Dorge fouled out.
There was nothing discreet about it.
Chris Anstey stepped up and stretched the lead to 9, but dramatically fouled out seconds later, setting up one of the most nail-biting finals ever. Mark Bradkey then had all the space in the world to work and tied the score up with seconds remaining. In the dramatic closing moments, Tony Ronaldson broke the deadlock. And Mike Kelly sent the grand final series to Sunday night.
We have got a decider on Sunday.
We'll be there after some serious setbacks. Relief in the Southeast Melbourne camp. Stephen Quartermain joins us from Melbourne Park.
Well, Bill, they're already calling it the greatest grand final series in NBL history, and we've still got a game to go. The Magic tonight defeating the Tigers by 4 points, and we now go to a third and deciding game on Sunday. Tony Ronaldson was the star for the Magic. Tone,
while the NBA season is just beginning, the NBL championship will be decided in Melbourne tomorrow afternoon, following Southeast Melbourne's courageous 4-point victory over the Tigers last night in Game 2. Of course, Mark Bradkey, after this series is over, and that's just one game away, will go and join Shane Heal in the NBA. He'll be playing for Philadelphia. Network 10 will, of course, televise the deciding game live from 2 p.m. That's Eastern time tomorrow afternoon, with all the time zones around the place now. Of course, check your local guides for all the states.